Michelle Shelton, and I'm here today on my patio. It's a beautiful day in May, and we don't usually get any wind, and we just have a nice breeze today. So I'm really enjoying it. Wanted to come out and visit with you. Today I want to talk to you about appraisals. Appraisals are kind of tricky. I can tell you, I can count of all of the homes I've sold on one hand how many of them didn't appraise. And I truly believe it's because I take my job very seriously. When I'm selling a home, I do a full appraisal packet. I can't really call it an appraisal because it's not an appraisal, but what I do is I do the appraiser's job as much as I can for them. I help them understand the neighborhood. I help them understand your community, what the unique features are of not only your home, but why do people want to live there in the first place? Why do they like the location? And let me make a little adjustment here. And it's a pretty extensive packet. I include any addendums with price changes, any counteroffers with price changes, the full contract, which I know they get that from the lender, and some people say, oh, that's not necessary, but I had one that came in and they had come back and countered on price and raised the price. The lender didn't send the appraiser the whole contract, and she appraised it at the lower price. So ever since that happened, I send them everything. I outline it in an email and I say, this is the purchase price, this is where we're at. We had multiple offers, or whatever the situation is, I outline that for the appraiser. The other thing is with appraisals, especially if it's horse property, sometimes it's hard to find the value. Appraisers will often call it excess land. And to me, if you have a horse, there's no excess land. You use every inch of the land in Arizona. So because I come from Nebraska, and we had a horse on 11 acres there. And here it's, you're putting 2 or 3 horses on an acre. You need all the space you can get. So creating value for that appraiser in their mind, because it is an opinion of value, and if an appraiser does not specifically know about horse property, then that could be actually very, very insightful for them to understand. And then I talk to them about the different types of buyers, people who buy horse property. It may not be people with horses. It may be people with trucks and trailers. They may be a contractor. They may have a home business. It may be a family that wants maybe they have kids and they want to put, have goats or 4-H, or maybe it could be any of the different scenarios. I mean, you have people who I've had people who want to do dog kennels. I've had people who raise chickens. So you never know what type of buyer it's going to be. It doesn't necessarily have to be a horse person. And I, explain this to the appraiser, that there's people out there looking for this type of land because they want to do something different. Maybe they just don't want an HOA, and they're looking at horse property for no HOA and some elbow room. So we go through all of that, and then I go through any upgrades. Anything you've spent money on in that house, the more I work with the seller and the more you help me, the more I can create value in that appraiser's mind. And I can help support them in this value packet that I put together. So that is something that I don't know anybody else that does that. I've gone to several different appraisal classes, so I have some inside information on that. I'm by no means an appraiser. I really feel like they have the hardest job. They get paid $300 or $400, and they have to do a lot of research for that. It takes a lot of time to do that and put it together. So I really appreciate our appraisers and everything that they do. And certainly there's an approach, because I know a lot of realtors are very aggressive with the appraisers. They call and demand, these are the comps and what are you doing, and sometimes the realtors aren't knowledgeable, and if you get into a conflict with the appraiser, that's not the one you want to get into a conflict with. So there's definitely an approach to giving them this information as well, and letting them know that this is to support them in doing the job, because we're all kind of in this together. So just wanted to give you that information as a home seller. That is something that I do that I don't know other agents that do that. And that's something that I teach my team members to do, because I think it is a very important piece of being a great realtor. If you have any real estate questions, feel free to call us. Michelle Shelton, Life Real Estate. My number is 480-577-8272. We sell all kinds of real estate. It's not just horse property. We have people that move here and we put them into boarding and they buy a single family home. We sell adult communities, waterfront, basement homes, townhomes, land, whatever kind of real estate needs that you have. I would value the opportunity to earn your business. My email is m@teamshelton.com. I'm happy to answer any real estate question that you have. If you'd like to know what your home is worth, we can do that too. Thanks for taking time to listen, and I appreciate the opportunity to help you in the future. Take care.